Hey, it's Lauren's Shire Farms. It's not really a farm. And it's the first winter garden tour because everything is frozen. Mint in the house, sage in the house, basil in the house. These plants are from the grocery store from like a million years ago. Kiat Ned. Making it weird having breakfast. And then this is a Chinese cabbage I harvested earlier this week that I've just been putting water in for the mint, and it's trying to regrow itself because that's what they do. Plants want to grow. My garden is so cold. It's so cold. Well, it's winter. And things are still covered in frost. It's -1, so it's like 30 degrees. But it doesn't seem to bother the birds. And I'm going to do a garden tour. So, garden tour starts inside. These are my sweet potato slips that just are from a sprouted sweet potato. I put them in 2 pots. They're growing up and up and up and up and up and up. And then this is another one that I put up here yesterday because I wanted my grow lights. Tree cabbage and Brussels sprouts for replacements. What are you? Savoy cabbage and summer cabbage. And then basil and cauliflower and Spetskal, which is the pointy cabbage. California wonder peppers back here. I transplanted these out on the 14th, so 2 weeks ago. What are you guys? Purple sprouting broccoli. So all of the brassicas in here are purple sprouting broccoli. And then these 2 were entangled, so I will prune one of these out eventually. Or maybe, yeah, we'll see. And then just some basil transplants from inside the house. I sowed self-saved beets in here earlier this week. Tried to overwinter this pepper, but it was not happy, so we'll see. I don't think this will do anything, but that's fine. And then I just had a celery and I popped it in here. It's not doing terribly well, but that's fine. Oh, and then this is like the weird little sunflower that had volunteered in my compost. So he's just in there being a sunflower. I think I'm gonna move this one, switch the order of this so that the celery gets some more light, and maybe we'll do something. So yeah, that's not got much going on down there, but yeah. And then sweet potatoes just vining all over the place. But that's very funny to just have a little sunflower in a pot. In the gym. This is technically the gym. Yeah, it's funny. And then the sweet potatoes are just finding and wrapping around anything and everything that they can. So somebody in one of the groups had posted about like, should I harvest my sweet potatoes? And they showed a picture of their sweet potato, and like after a year, like 100 days of growth, it was still smaller than this. And like this is maybe 2 weeks old, and I buried this, like it was this tall before, and that's all buried underneath in this pot. And so like I put the slip in, wrapped it around, and then so that like maybe this much was like half an inch, like 2 leaves were above the ground, and then this is what it's put on in the last 2 weeks. So I do not think that lady is gonna get any good tubers out of the sweet potatoes that she has. And then I'm just bottom watering these, and I'll need to bottom water this one because they're a little empty. go do that in a little bit. And then this, I just sewed some carrots in. So we'll see. And they look like bugs because carrot seeds look like bugs. Yeah. Step one of the garden is the gym. the gym garden. Once these guys get bigger, the brassicas get bigger, I'm going to transplant them out to actual parts of the garden. And yeah, they'll be turning over for hopefully late spring, like May cabbages. That's my hope. This is all an experiment. And this is because my fall ones, the ones I planted in like July, just got decimated. So I just kept restarting cabbages. The chickens are mad and want their breakfast, but so I'm gonna do this real quick. Peas, cauliflower, peppers that I'm trying to overwinter, eggplant. That eggplant's okay. A couple celery plugged in there. I transplanted my salads and my spinaches out, and my bean starts. Some Meyer lemon. Yeah, this broccoli is giving me side shoots. Yeah, my artichoke is still cool. Clementine, it's blossoming. This lemon is setting the teeny tiny fruits in there. We'll see. Just some beets. I probably should have transplanted that stuff out, but I didn't. So, yeah, this is the greenhouse. Not much changes, but I did pull out most of these guys. The kohlrabi, which this was an experiment, fail. Do not try to grow kohlrabi in this tower. It did not work. It did not have enough space. Unless you want to just grow it for like microgreen leaves. Like that would work out, but this is not a thing. But so I put my salads in here yesterday. This dinosaur kale is still okay. And then mint in the bottom. So it's, yeah, it's a thing. It's fine. It'll work. We'll see. Yeah, but I'm going to go feed the chickens because they're hungry. Because they are chickens. So, you know, normal. Chicken breakfast, but their water is totally frozen. And my hose is frozen. So, watering can for chickens. So, yeah, it is officially winter. And it is below freezing today. It was below freezing yesterday, and it'll be below freezing tomorrow. So we are just making it work. Hey, chicks. And that's Red. She's enormous. And the babies. Red's not even 20 weeks yet, and I haven't figured out if she's a rooster or a hen. And I won't until she either starts laying or crowing. So, you know, like she is a big old girl. I'm going to assume she's a girl just because her combs and wattles are still pretty small. And her tail feathers aren't that glorious. But she's definitely dominant. She also isn't growing spurs on her legs, so I'm hoping she's a lady. Because I do not want to know what happens if she's a rooster and challenges Legolas. This might get real weird real fast. It'll be the Vikings versus the Fellowship. We need to build a new coop. And then there are teeny tiny babies over there with gentrification and Sam. So I don't know if they will come out, but teeny tiny babies. And they're starting shit. It's too early. It's too early in the coop. It's early morning drama. But there's the babies. Hey, teenies. Those are the baby silky chicks. They are very small. Frozen. Frozen solid. That's kind of amazing. That was my grocery store beets that I let go to seed, and then I saved the seeds. But yeah, it's winter. It is legitimately winter, and I'm just hoping all these guys snap back from it. These are my red cabbages and a broccoli. My shard bucket that's just frozen. Everything's frozen. And then the greenhouse is not heated, but we're doing okay. I still have eggplants alive in there. But yeah, it's just all... very sad and cold. So, but it's really pretty. And I'm a silly person wearing a hoodie and nothing else, but we will see. We will see. Oh, that's not good. But yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'm like, that zipper's frozen, so I'm not going to try to unzip that. These have potatoes in them that I forgot to harvest, which I need to come out and deal with. And then this ice is not as thick, which shows you the microclimates, right? This little pocket's a little warmer. These beets were super happy. They were growing long. And then we got this couple of days of cold. I know, chicks. But yeah, so we'll see. My raspberries are kaput, and I'll have to cut these back. Yeah. We came out last night and harvested, like I was cutting off frozen vegetables and eating them for dinner. So that was fun. My kohlrabi finally started to bulb up. Oh, that's fun. Okay, well this is creepy weird. That's just a caterpillar that was frozen on my kohlrabi. So that's fun. But yeah, Brussels sprouts. And yeah, these kohlrabi finally started bulbing. And then frozen. Frozen peas. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go give this frozen caterpillar to the chickens, but that's really funny. And I still need to find a home for my blueberries. Yeah, these peas have seen better days. These cabbages have seen better days. I was going to transplant a bunch of stuff out here this week, and I'm now very, very glad that I did not do that, because I'm pretty sure they would have all been dead. Hey guys, you want a snack? Here you go. Oh. Okay. Gonna check for eggs, and then do probably the super dangerous egg in the pocket. Oh, hello, egg. Well, that is like just out of a chicken. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we need to redo the coop. A little bit of a blend lane. Okay. All right, egg in the pocket. The most dangerous thing you can do on the farm. Egg in the pocket. Chicken's just starting shit. It's fine. Then the back garden. Roosters. My Brussels sprouts. Some of these have seen better days and weathered the cold better than others. This is my leeks and onions with a couple garlic and radishes. But yeah, it's fine. My garlic is enormous. Those were the starts that I thought were dead, but have kind of come back a little bit. But parsnips and carrots, which hopefully these will weather this and come back and start growing some more. And then some chickweed popping up in the middle. So I'm gonna try to get rid of that. Because while chickweed is tasty, that is not what I'm trying to grow in here. Not right now, at least. So, yeah. Oh, my Brussels sprouts should be good. New compost. Onion bed back there. That's where we're going to build the new coop. We just need to clear it out and level it and, you know, have time to do such a thing. The new bed is good. It's happy. I planted carrots in there last week. So we will see if any of this germinates. But yeah, this board just has saved carrot seeds all the way down it. And we'll see. And then I'm going to plant some of my taller brassicas along the back. So Brussels sprouts and some of the tree cabbage once they get more established. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see. And then this guy is full of weeds and Chinese cabbages. And rutabagas and kohlrabi. Oh god, are you seriously just frozen solid? I think you are. Oh, nope, this one's okay. This back bed gets more sun, so yep, that's what's going on in there. We'll see if we get anything. And then there's just a nasturtium that was in here too. I was gonna harvest one of these little Chinese cabbages for breakfast. So, figure out which one seems like the best option. And go with that. They have been completely decimated by bugs. And so a lot of these get to go to the chickens because they're just decimated by bugs. But that's a decent size Chinese cabbage. And like, I just put like a whole packet there, not knowing if anything would come up. And then, of course, you have too much. And you have pests, a bunch of weeds and some radishes. And my weird accidental mushroom garden. And a red Russian kale. And some calendula still. Yeah, so that's the garden. Oh, that's the garden. In winter. And yeah, it'll work. I'm gonna, one more thing to show you, which is the last growing part in the house. And then, yeah, we'll make some breakfast. And think about harvesting those rose hips again, which I keep forgetting to do. And they're probably terrible now because they got frozen, but we'll see. And the last thing, these are my Inhouse Starts. So these are a couple of a bok choy and some tatsoi that I had grown for microgreens, and then just was weeding them out, and there's 3 left. They're not looking so great. I think they need more food or to be moved out into the garden. But so then I sowed more on purpose, which when those get a little bit, those are probably good to go out, but I need it to not be 3 days of freezing. So probably put those out next week. And then started new brassicas and beets, and I need to water that last tray a little bit more because the beets are a little dry. That's okay. And then more sweet potato slips that I have not potted up, but this is, I think I put the slips in water maybe 3 weeks ago, and this is what's happening already, is that they just want to grow and they want to be plants. So yeah, and these are just crappy little LED strip grow lights. So, and then these are my trays that all of these got potted up or transplanted out this week. So I'm gonna redo this one. This one I've already put the mix in, and then make a plan for what I'm gonna plant in December or January. I had really bad luck last year with noodle beans because we just had no heat and no summer. So we're supposed to start them in January here, but I might start them in December to just try and get as much growth on them as possible, because they just did nothing here because our climate is just too cold, I think. But I want them. So we'll see. But this is hilarious, and my dog is losing his mind now because I'm sure he smells a cat or something. But I'm gonna have to do something about these sweet potatoes because they're getting out of control. And the solution may be just to eat them, because you can eat them. Yeah, that's it. It's November 28th, and southern Sweden, zone 7A, and it is -1. And we just got basil and dill in the house, so hopefully that will be some food, right? Happy winter. So this is the rest of the napa cabbage, just soaking in some salt water to make sure that if there's any bugs left, they get out of there and not into my food. And then I chopped up about half of it and sauteed it with just a little butter and oil and some leftovers from our Thanksgiving meal, and some just leftover steamed rice. So this will be breakfast.
from the garden. Thanks for watching.